I've ridden a fair few miles today and been put through my paces on a climb that took about an hour or just under. So let me tell you, this table of food is a very welcome sight. Yeah. And I can spot some cyclist favourites here. Talk me through it. What have we got?
Okay, so first of all, welcome to the Alpe Cimbra.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's start with some starters. We have some salami, and the most important one is the speck, which is this salami there. And then we have fillet of venison, which is one of the typical starters of the area. And then we have a modern version of the caprese with tomato and the fresh goat cheese.
It's so well presented, it all looks fantastic.
Yeah, they put lots of attention in the presentation of the dishes as well. Then we have some fresh pasta, which is cooked with mixed game. We have gnocchi, which is a typical dish of the area as well, and it's a veggie proposal because it's made with ricotta cheese and Vezena cheese. Vezena cheese is our local produced cheese. It's made with summer milk and only from June to September. And they collect the milk from the Alplands, where the cows normally stay during the summer, and they produce this cheese, which is a slow food product, and it's typical of the region, is protected and guaranteed by the protected domain of origin. We have braised raw deer served with a sauce made with a wine, which is the Marzemino wine, and served with polenta. And then a sliced meat of deer with rosemary. And for dessert, we can offer you the strudel, typical of Trentino region, with apples from Trentino.
And finally, my most important question, what do we drink with it?
A good glass of red wine of Trentino, of course.
That's great news. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hello.
Ciao.
Hi, nice meeting you. I'm Carl.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca. Hi.
Hello, Silvia.
I'm Carl.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Silvia. What can I do for you?
It's really like stepping back in time here, isn't it?
Yes, it is actually. It's like being, it's like a time travel back 100 years ago, 1905, 1909. We are in old Austria. This was Austria before. On the other side of the valley, there's Italy. All the mountains behind me, those are Italy. And 100 years ago, we had a war here, a big war. And in this war, the Austrians built these big Austrian bunkers here that we can see on this map. If you want to step closer, I'll show it to you. So we have 7 bunkers. We are here right in the middle. There's 3 over here towards Folgaria, that side. And then 1, 2, 3 over here towards Luserna, which is that little village up there at the end. This was the front line. This is Austria, this is Italy. Italy had also some forts here. And for about 1 year, there was a big battle here. A big battle where the Italians tried to break through here and go to Trient. And they never succeeded.
Of all these fortresses, is this the most popular here?
Yes, this is, let's say, already in the 20s and the 30s, this was a very tourist destination. Because this is the only one that is very close to a village. All the other ones are very secluded, up on a mountain or far away. So also, in many years, people came up here and visited this museum. Indeed, this is one of the 7 that was not demolished in the 30s. All the other ones, all the other 6, they came up here in 1935 and they blew up the whole structure to take the iron out. They need a lot of iron for a war, and they demolished everything. So this is the most famous one, yes.
And so how many visitors do you see coming along to here?
Well, 2 years ago we had about 35,000 visitors.
Wow.
Last year about 30,000. So these are mostly groups, school classes, children and so on. Also people like you that come by and you hear about this. This museum is the only one that is still open to the public. All the other ones are either closed or you enter at your own risk. But a lot of people come by here and let's say this is one of the big tourist attractions in this region.
Yeah, and I've heard one of the reasons for that is it's quite unique in terms of its experience, and there's multimedia, and tell me a bit more about it.
Yes, what we did in the last 20 years, we installed some audio, some video. So when you go inside, you'd really have an experience not just to see a place, but you have an experience to transform and to do a time travel in that place. When I have school groups here, what I try to do, I don't just show them the place, I try to take them with me on a voyage 100 years ago and explain to them, this is your life in here, this is what you experience in here. So it is a time travel here.
Should we go and take a look?
Yeah.
All right, let's go inside.
Let's head in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. All right, so this is the underground part. As you can tell, it's nice and cool in here. I hope you're not too cold. Just imagine there were 200 to 400 soldiers living in here. It was quite crowded, but that's the way 100 years ago war was fought. Everything was underground.
I think being here and having been down there, it just really makes you think about the reality, doesn't it?
Yes, it is quite surreal down there. Imagine you're closed inside this place during the daytime. Let's go here. During the daytime you can't go out because everybody's shooting at you. In the nighttime you have to go out because you have to repair all the damages done. So life in here wasn't as beautiful as you see in some American Hollywood movie where somebody comes, shoots for 10 minutes and the war is over. People had to live in here for about 1 year and they had to defend themselves. They had to hope not to be hit by one of those big Italian bombs that were raining down here for about 1 year. And then after 1 year, the whole thing moved eastwards. And here it was quiet. It wasn't peaceful, but it was quiet. So life wasn't beautiful in here. But again, we hope that this museum is one of the things that we try to keep in alive, to remember that war is not always a good thing. I hope you had a good impression. I hope you liked it. Thank you for visiting us.
Thank you so
I hope you come back.
It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you.
Tell your friends, thank you very much. Tell your friends, come back. We're always here, we're always open. Story doesn't change. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a lovely evening.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
you too. Bye-bye. Goodbye. See you later.
Rebecca, this is the center of Folgaria, which is one of the oldest communities in Trentino, and it's one of the, among the 3 villages of Alpecimbra, is the biggest one. As you can see, we are cycling through the center, which is a pedestrian way. As you can see, we have here lots of bike hotels, bike apartments and bike residences.
Very bike friendly.
Yeah, it's really bike friendly, and we have we guarantee 100% of services for bikers. We have bike chalet and the mountain huts, which are specialized in services to bikers as well. And you can use the chairlifts during the summer to take up the bike without any effort and reach even the highest peak.
I've just spotted these behind us, and I think I've definitely got my eye on an e-bike after some of today's climbs.
Yeah, sure, you definitely can rent by our bike rents, either mountain bike or e-bikes as well, because, you know, sometimes, as you said, it's useful to have a little bit of help in some parts of our.
Yeah, I did have to look down at points when you were just, it was so effortless.
Our bike rents can offer you some services. They can give you advices as well about the trails all around the Alpecimbra. They can give you maps and everything you need. And from here, you can start and go and get some trails all around. For example, you can go to the Monte Maggio, which is one of the most beautiful trails of Alpecimbra. It's really historic, panoramic trail, and is really a little bit difficult, but you can reach without any problem. And from the summit, if it's a sunny day, you can even see the reflection of the sun on the lagoon of Venice. It's really nice.
Sounds incredible.
But now I would like to take you to Maso Spilzi. Okay?
Sounds good, yeah, okay, let's go.
Okay, so here we are. This is the Maso Spilzi. This was a private noble house during the 1700s, a sort of mixture between a private house and a fortress. Nowadays, in some areas of the building, it hosts some art and cultural exhibitions. And in this part of the building, we have the clubhouse of the 18 holes golf course of Folgaria. You can see it.
Yes, all the golf buggies.
Yeah. So thank you for coming. It was my pleasure to have you here, and showing you all the beauties of Alpecimbra is impossible in just a few times. So I would like you to come back and see what it offers again, okay?
I'd love to come back. Thank you so much for having me. Now, along with Sylvia, the mountain charm, the history and the traditions of these valleys has kept me in very good company too on my journey so far. It's whet my appetite, but I know that Trentino has plenty more to offer, so my journey continues. See you next time.